All right. It is time to talk that always right on sports ish. Always right on sports with your boy because they always wrong in this goddamn chat. These cats don't know a goddamn thing about nothing. They don't know nothing about nothing. Man, let's get into this game, man. The return of elbow. The word in the street is the elbow has returned, and the wolves got to running into the cave. God damn it! The little timber pups ran away because elbow has returned on a mission, looking for another jaw to hit. Man, good God Almighty, man! What a hellified performance by the San Antonio Spurs team. Great work in the return of Wemby out there doing Harden moves better than Harden, throwing people's games off. People can't even ball right anymore, afraid to attack. Man, you watch how the little timber puppies, as soon as Wemby go out, they want to attack the rim and shit. Man, this dude is like Nightmare on Elm Street on that court. That dude, Nightmare on Elm Street out there, man. Now, you had little good spurts by certain players. That African dude from Chicago, I forget his name, whatever his name is. That African dude was getting off in that third quarter for a minute, and then it stopped. He got off about, 8 straight points or something, because they went on a cold run on San Antonio in that third quarter. They went on a cold run. San Antonio couldn't hit their shots. They were missing a lot. Gave up a cool little comfortable lead. And I think, did Minnesota go up? I think Minnesota may have tied it in that quarter. They might have went up. And then as soon as Wemby kicks out a pass and gets his first assist, they went back on another run. I think they opened the lead by 20. And it was just too easy for these dudes. Real easy, but so much time left in the game, man, especially when they go by these 20-point leads. And then when you look over at the clock, like, that game ain't over with. I don't care. They go by 25. That's still a lot of goddamn time left in the game. But this cat, Julius Randle, dead. Dead tonight. Wemby back out there. Boy, scared, frightened, shaking in his boots. Tried to do his thing defensively, but he's shaking his boots. Daniels, down there fouled out. He couldn't get anything going. This dude had, I don't know if he had 6 personal fouls. Let me check that. I think he ended up getting 6 personal fouls, or he may have got 5 of them or something like that. Oh, let me get this damn video shit out of here. What's up with this ESPN program, man? Fix this shit. Hold on, give me 1 second. Let me fix this ESPN trash ass app they got on here so I can find these damn stats. Oh, let me go back up here. Show bullshit ass ESPN crap. So let me see. This dude, 5 personal fouls. Yeah, he was in foul trouble. In there just hacking shit. Was Jaden McDaniels. So he really get his game off. Rudy Gobert was crucial in the game where Wemby, delivered that little nice Tibetan monk spinning hook to the jaw of Naz Reid. So when he was out, Rudy Gobert was crucial in them winning that last game they won at home. Rudy is very crucial in that because Wemby wasn't there. Wemby comes back, Rudy looked like that sorry motherfucking 7-footer for the Lakers. Rudy in here with 5 damn rebounds. 5 damn rebounds. 4 damn points. He only made 1 shot. 1 shot. Talking about shutting the dude out. That boy Wemby shut the boy out. Where dude's at, man? Because I ain't getting no text for him. I thought I was going to get a text for him when the African dude, let me see, what's the African dude name? Do Sunmu dunked on Wemby. Wemby try to close out, try to get over there to defend that, got dunked on. I thought Deuce was going to text for that, but he didn't. I thought Deuce was going to text when when Randolph was rushing to hurry up and get a dunk in before Wemby got over there. But he didn't because he knew what Wemby was going to do. Wemby was in there crossing shit. I know he saw that shit. I know all you haters who be hating on this kid don't want to give him his credit yet. Watched him in there shaking shit, spinning, getting to that rim, dunking on shit, rising, throwing crazy ass dimes. Fool's 7'5" with a point guard handle. Then can play big in the middle. Then can play like, man, the motherfucking what's the little Billy Goat Gruff? What's the little dude who wouldn't let people walk over the bridge and shit? But this the real little thing that wouldn't let the Billy Goat Gruff walk over the bridge. This fool is out here dominating the goddamn game, homie. And then you didn't have Edwards get off. Edwards didn't get off his shit. They was making Edwards turn that ball over. There was a lot of 24-second violations, 8-second violations. The double teams they was picking up was so crucial. Then you had Minnesota try to run a zone. They thought the zone was gonna work to try to keep Wemby out. Man, motherfucking San Antonio made the adjustments on that shit so quickly. And then these dudes having to shift back to man and shit. Like, it was just easy work out here. Man, this team IQ out there on the court is at such a high-ass level. These dudes have very athletic young players who are also very intelligent. Sometimes they do dumb shit, like Castle on defense does dumb shit. He gets himself some dumbass fouls, but these dudes are some badass dudes. What's his name? Game was on point today. What's his name? There he is right there, number 4. Fox's game was on point today. His game was on point. What did he put at 18? There your boy Wemby, 33 minutes. He would have got less than that, but they start to close back on that little comfortable lead they had. 27 points, 17 rebounds. I mean, Wemby could have gave 7 of them to his homeboy Gobert to help him out a little bit. Gobert looked like trash because Wemby's out there. 27 points, 17 rebounds, 5 assists out there. Magic Johnson assisting the shit. 3 blocks, did his thing. Man, this dude, man, what else can you ask for this dude? The dude's an all-around baller. Then you had Champagne, man. His shot was off, man. When he goes into Minnesota, that shot's going to be raining. They're going to blow Minnesota the hell out. His shot was off. And it stood out that his shot was way off. So he comes up with 8 single digits. He's only starting single digits. Everybody else double digits. Vassell, 12. Fox, 18. Castle, 17. Quiet, 17. I mean, this San Antonio team about to run in there. 21. Keldon Johnson was the other crucial one because I kept hearing them talking about when was his game going to fire up. That boy went to work today. That boy Johnson went to work today, man. Come on, what these cats talking about, man? OKC next. They about to do OKC so dirty. OKC been having it easy, sweeping everybody. OKC about to look like Berlanga and shit. You know, Berlanga get all them first round knockouts and all this other shit. Fighting opponents and knocking them out. They about to go in the San Antonio game and get thrashed. San Antonio fuck around and sweep these fools. People like, oh, this fool Red's on one. Trust your boy. They about to sweep OKC. And then this is where the legend begins with this young-ass team. The legend begins. Man, they about to dog OKC. But I'm talking shit like overlooking Minnesota. Not to overlook Minnesota, but Minnesota know what it is. They crowd can come out there, be as excited as they want to be. They know what it is. They just up against a team that's better, that's structured way better than what they have there. They have players currently on their team who are rattled. Randolph is rattled. Gobert is rattled. They talking about playing with a smaller lineup, so they can't figure it out. Can't figure this shit out, man. That dude, just one dude, throws everything off. And even with that dude Wemby not being in there, they're still a competitive team. I knew I'd get to shine out, man. You know what I'm saying? The genius of Reggie, homie, worked. I knew I'd get you out. He didn't laugh my ass off. Sweep the champion says they couldn't sweep Portland. Laugh my ass off. Always right with Reggie Owens, man. Just such a genius, homie. Y'all just can't even figure it out yet. But salute to my brother Deshaun. Knew y'all was in the bushes looking. And then Matthew says, always right with Reggie. Says, and Deuce. No, Deuce ain't always right. Says, and Deuce, let's hear the excuse. Let's hear the excuses. Not the excuse, but the excuses. Go Spurs, go. And then Picasso says, I just left San Antonio. You just left San Antonio, which was at the game or some shit. And he says the rodeo is packed. He in there, Rob G in there rolling. And then Matthew says, Wemby dropped that elbow. Says Wemby dropped that elbow. Says, and then the Wolves fell apart. Says, I think he's playing. I think he's playing 4D chess. Says the NBA took notice. Says the series is over. Says, and it couldn't. Says, and it shouldn't even have been this long of a series. Yeah. Had he not thrown that elbow, he wanted to throw another elbow tonight because they was trying to be physical with him, but it didn't work. They was trying to be physical with Wemby, and it didn't work. It didn't work. You're knocking these fools up off of him. And all it did was just open up other shit. And then especially when the dude Johnson started to take off. And then, oh, wait, no. I forgot that first quarter the homie had. That motherfucker went for like 16 points. He said, drop the link. Man, I was not trying to drop the link. I'll be always trying to drop the goddamn link. That motherfucker went for 16 points in the first damn quarter with like 7 rebounds. Ends the first half with his double-double already. He didn't really put up many points in the second half. He didn't have to. They was already trying to game plan on him. And all he did was look for other opportunities for his teammates. It's what a true star player does. This is what the new age of basketball star players are. It's these dudes who ain't caught up in the cameras being all up on them, who ain't caught up with being, the center of attention, who ain't caught up with just being praised by everybody, who ain't caught up with bitches being around them and shit. These dudes focusing on what the damn mission is. And those are greats. And this kid gonna go down as a great. Much as these fools getting here, be hating on that dude, don't know what they watching. And if Vlasica says always, motherfucking right on deck, says move, says happy monkey Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. And then Otto Boxer says, peace, brothers and sisters. And then Vlasica says, hey, blood, says you see Wemby says put Gobert, says in the hezzy, says West Torture Chamber, spin cycle. Oh my God. I was waiting for where Deuce is gonna say it. Deuce is probably mad, like, man, this nigga's still in hard moves. How does old 7'3" nigga? 7, no, what that nigga 7, whatever he is, out here stealing James Harden move. He can't be taking Uno's move. The boy cold, homie. Motherfucker cold. And then when he see the little opening, that nigga slash to the basket. Everybody move out the way. These fools bumping him in the air and shit, pushing him and shit. Man, if when we about to do that motherfucking Kareem Abdul-Jabbar shit, what was the Kareem movie where he did that shit? Enter the Dragon or Enter the Dragon? He entered the Dragon on Nas Reeves' jaw. Oh, matter of fact, Nas Reeves tried to get a push on him and shit. And that's what the other thing they're trying to do. They trying because they seen him throw the elbow, and the elbow was so necessary because it sent a statement like, man, I ain't one of these soft ass motherfuckers out here. I throw this elbow. The elbow was so beautiful too when he threw that shit. My nigga got that rebound. He looked. He seen exactly where that dude was, and then that monk shit hit him. The monks beamed to his brain. The monks beamed him. Bing! That nigga hit the motherfucker with the Dragon Ball Z. Wow, nigga. Ooh, that shit was motherfucking John Jones like. He did that boy the John Jones to the jaw, dropped his ass. And then all these clowns talking about, what's up, CJ? Then all these clowns around the damn world talking about, he ought to be suspended. He ought to be suspended. They suspended Jokic for less than that. Yeah, sure. That's that shit that the nigga who punched on the most people in the history of basketball, Draymond Green, talking that shit. And Draymond saying that shit because Wemby was punking the fuck out of Draymond. I ain't never seen nobody punk Draymond in my life on the basketball court except Wemby. Doing them dirty. And the Vlasica says Rudy's still looking for the ball. Man, Rudy couldn't do shit. Rudy down there broke it, faked the hand injury. Rudy intentionally tried to break his hand on the rim So he have excuse for why he can't hold the ball and for why he can't get rebounds and shit. So it didn't look like Wemby was punking him. Then they try to karate chop the damn back of the rim and shit. That motherfucker Wemby done took all these fools' soul and shit. And they were intentionally, because matter of fact, because the game when Wemby ended up checking old boy Chin, they was doing that rough house shit to begin with, and the refs never put an end to that shit. Then that motherfucker Wemby had to crack his shit, try to split his shit in half and shit. The elbow was nice. The elbow from the standpoint of fighting and shit, that elbow was beautiful. That was a beautiful elbow. And then and the Velocity Cuss says you out your mind, says you out your mind to think A-Rod says would trade away Ant-Man for Fluke. Shaking my head. Man, I know I'm just talking that shit, but don't you agree with it though? Don't you agree with it? The Lakers is dumb as fuck trying to build a team. Because I was hearing some shit they talking about they taking inputs from Luka as far as who they want to recruit. I know, and I didn't think about that. A-Rod probably definitely ain't gonna let him go. I don't think no NBA team in their right mind would take fucking Luka to build a team around. Every team in basketball, even in Little League basketball, should have looked at what happened to the Lakers yesterday and in this season and look what Luka did. This motherfucker walks away injured. And the year where his team trades him, where he's a franchise fucking player, and they just abruptly said, this motherfucker gots to go. And when they got rid of him, he was hurt then. Wait, that was last year. He was hurt then, didn't do shit, out of shape, my weight, nigga weigh as much as me. Then the nigga come back in the season, and he did what every other lazy motherfucker do to lose weight and pop an old Zipic needle in his ass. And then the fool went down to 135 pounds, and now his shit broke. Now that fool broke in half. Says Byron Scott says Los Angeles. Well, let me see. Man, hey, post this shit in the chat, Jashawn. He says Byron Scott says Los Angeles Lakers says must move. Hold on. Let me see this. See, that's why, man, you got to post shit in the chat, man. I ain't about to be reading this shit. Like, damn, man. I ain't about to read this shit. It says move on from, he talking about they got move on from LeBron. No, LeBron need to make the decision of fucking retire, man. He need to make the decision of fucking retire. Like, get the fuck out the goddamn way, homie. You done did your shit. You done solidified yourself. Go park it, homie. Go sit your ass down somewhere stationary. Nobody wants to fucking see you anymore. Like, it's just simple as that. You done enough. Your son must, fly himself, man. He need to spread his fucking wings and fly where the fuck he gonna go. And it's just simple as that for LeBron. Like, these niggas already show they don't give a fuck about you no more. And LeBron can't see that shit, that this is the way it goes for people who want, the man in these leagues and shit. You're the face of everything. You're the biggest star in the world. But at some point you die. And I don't think niggas understand, the way the universe works. I don't think they see that shit, man. LeBron can give up on that waiting for Bryce shit. All that picturesque movie shit. He can go into the studio and film a movie like he done waited for his son. He can move on from that shit because he ain't doing nothing but stand in the way of a team. But then again, he, like I said, LeBron was probably had the best run out of any Laker on that fucking team. Luka failed his team. Luka quit on his team. I don't know how that. No, Luka faked that injury when he's getting his ass handed to him. Who was they playing? They was playing. Who was they playing? Was it Golden State? Or it was somebody. He did that little weak ass injury. He wasn't even running hard, none of that shit. And then faked the old Achilles injury and whack as fuck. Because I think the fans start. I think even the fans start going off on him, telling him, like, nigga, you faking. Like, nigga, ain't nothing wrong with you. And here you got old ass LeBron in there giving his all, running up and down the court, carried the team through these playoffs, while Luka over there in t-shirts faking a fucking injury. nigga whack. And then you get these weak ass motherfuckers who run that Laker. I'm acting like I'm a Laker fan. I don't even like the fucking Lakers, but I sure ain't about to watch them turn that motherfucker into into the LA Amish squad. Like, I ain't about to watch that shit. Bringing this whole Amish ass motherfucker Luke over here and acting like he the face of the goddamn team. That damn team ain't never looked like that shit. Get the fuck out of here. And if Velasquez says, oh yeah, I read that one. And then, but that'd be a better pick if they brought Edman over to the Lakers versus Luka being over there. I don't see no dude looking like Luka being the fucking face of a fucking team and he gonna lead you to promised land. Like, get the fuck out of here with that. And Matthew says, Caden Johnson can ball, says play like the sixth man of the year today. Yeah, he got off. He definitely got off today. And then Sean says, like my ass off, says, sweep the champ, says they couldn't sweep Portland. They couldn't sweep Portland. Man, they would have swept Portland. Ain't that the game? Yeah, that's the team when cheating ass fucking what's that nigga out of LA that tripped Wemby and made him bump his head and shit? And then Sean says, drop the link. Man, I'm not trying to drop the link though. And then Kenny Porter's right hand says Minnesota has the better players. Says Spurs have the better team. Says Spurs definitely wouldn't sweep OKC. Yeah. Oh, this Kenny Porter right hand comment. Kenny Porter always wrong on shit. Watch what happens when they step on the court together. Watch when they step on this court. Be shocked. Be shocked all you want. And then on the box it says the Spurs sweep OKC, says and win the title, says we will be watching the beginning of the new Spurs dynasty. Oh yeah, Wemby gonna probably, man, it'll be crazy when we pull off like something like eight NBA titles and shit. And as long as they can keep this team together, keep them grounded, bring these dudes into some real legendary status and shit. As long as Wemby don't get hurt, I ain't about to do all that propping up because everything's based on, I hope you win it this year, but everything's based on how healthy you are. As long as you avoid them injuries and shit, people look at how bony he is. As long as he's eating right, he's working out right, the bones are strong than a motherfucker, he can stay healthy. He keeps stretching, he'll stay healthy and shit. He doesn't allow himself to stiffen up. Fool's 20, young 20. He like, 22? Fool. And then his game just about to just do this shit. And then you watching what he does on the court. He throws good motherfuckers' games off. He throwing everybody's fucking game off, homie. And then these 7-foot motherfuckers is doo-doo out here. They ain't gonna stop him. They're gonna look like Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert looked great in his last damn series. If it wasn't for Rudy Gobert, Minnesota wouldn't have won against Denver. He get out here with Wemby, that motherfucker can't figure shit out. Shit. He's just hoping Wemby throw another elbow at somebody and shit. And then CJ says Reggie slipping blended donut juice. Man, y'all niggas be wishing this shit. Man, I'll drink that shit, some purified water and shit. And then and the Kenny Porter's right hand says Red says you can flake criticism with hate. Man, what do you niggas listen to the shit y'all say? That shit ain't criticism. That shit is pure fucking hate, homie. Man, niggas talking about they criticizing Wemby game and then be praising these other motherfuckers. You niggas is crazy. Kenny Porter's right hand says CJ says no, it's blended churros and shit. They in it rolling. You niggas need to go blend something. You niggas drinking blended Ozempic and shit. Skinny ass motherfuckers. You type of niggas bitches pick up and shit. Get the fuck out of here. It's old bony ass motherfuckers. Bitches put you niggas in purses and carry you and shit. You old onesie wearing motherfuckers. And then Otto Boxer says LeBron should go ahead and retire. Facts. Says he will never win another title. Says with the Spurs and OKC playing like this. Yeah, in the Lake, and that's what I look at. Look. He says Wemby got a lot of help. This nigga Deuce Time. I'm just waiting for your old hating ass to jump in here and say this old weak ass shit. He said, look, you ain't got no choice but salute the Spurs, man. Salute the Clippers, too. Salute the Clippers. The Clippers need to be trying to trade for Anthony Edwards and shit. Y'all need to do something and shit. Y'all don't fuck around. Use y'all draft pick on some stupid shit. I guarantee the Clippers. Watch when the draft come up. I guarantee, Deuce, you're gonna be mad because I'm telling you, the Clippers about to pick some stupid shit in the draft. They gonna pick Luka Cousin or some shit. They about to try to, the Olympics coming up. Both of these organizations about to try to widen the fuck out these teams. Y'all about to go super white. That shit about to look like a ice hockey team. That's what the Lakers look like. That's why I can't rock with Wemby. They trying to turn the goddamn Lakers into the LA Kings and shit. Motherfuckers, they might as well put snow on the goddamn court. Shit, the fuck going on in LA? Yeah, fuck. As soon as the Olympics coming and shit, everything changing up and shit. Oh, LA hockey team and shit. I know Boxy says LeBron should go ahead and retire. Says he would never win another title. Says with the Spurs and OKC playing like this. New York, who else in the East? And then Velocity Cuss says Slim, says Bron going back to Cleveland. Going to Cleveland for what? To fuck it up? I think Cleveland in a good spot, says Bron, says Bron. That's Bron. You throwing me off with that Bron shit. Says Bronny, says Beers, Spider, says Giannis. Because why would they bring Bron over there to fuck the team when the team needs to build? They don't want no nigga on his way out to come over there just so he can retire his fucking jersey over there. Like, hell no. Nah. Where's LeBron spend most of his career at? Oh, but where did he win his championship? He won, like, that nigga ain't even got a home. That nigga might as well stay where his last team was at. LeBron ain't recognized for no place for his home. He like James Harden and Jamal Crawford in him. Like, nigga, he done been everywhere. Like, just get the fuck out the goddamn league, bro. Like, Cleveland can really start building some shit. All they gotta do is find another good seven footer. They just need some height around that court. Somebody that can move, or maybe they got it over there and run with that. They don't want to need to bring LeBron over there, and he takes away from them being able to pick up some young talent. Like, it's hell no. Nah. They don't bring that motherfucker over there. He can hang his shit up in the forum. And then CJ says Bron waiting on Bryce, man, he can put an end to that shit. They ain't gonna let him do that again because Bryce been on the bench. Bryce ain't even done shit. They already let Bronny slip through, which is crazy. I know Boxy says Lakers got the move. Says Lakers got the move from Luka, Ayton, and LeBron. Yeah, they got to see if they can get Anthony Edwards and shit. Send them niggas over to Minnesota. Shit, I'm pretty sure Edwards will want to go over there. It's a bunch of baby mama bitches he can find in LA and shit. And then Jashawn says they need to move on. Says they need to move on from Reeves. They talking about, and this how you know they turned the motherfucking Lakers into the LA Kings. They hockey-fying the fuck out the Lakers. They said that Luka said he wants the team to keep Reeves and shit. And he said the rest of these niggas can go. Get these black motherfuckers out of here. And they said use our draft pick on this nigga I grew up with in Slovakia. Where the fuck he from? Like, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, get my cousin. Yeah, they grew up playing hockey with a basketball in his hand. And then Otto Boxy, the Boxy Cuss says any team with James Harden on it says destined to fail. That's true. That's the goddamn truth. Like, they got lucky yesterday. They got lucky as a motherfucker yesterday that damn Cleveland team and shit. Man, I was up. I thought the Lakers won yesterday. I woke the fuck up and see that shit. And I look at the stats like this old weak ass motherfucker Antoine. Then I see the nigga get a chain. I was seeing Shannon Sharp and them show a chain that stupid motherfucker brought. And then, before the game, they showed him over in he was in some blood hood yesterday. Where he's in Campanella's neighborhood chilling with them. Then the nigga smoking crack. He Lamar Odom, but that nigga on some Lamar Odom ass shit. Then he get a chain that was showing where he's talking about dominate. Like, man, you don't get the fuck out of here, man. That nigga is Lamar Odom again, man. They got a Lamar Odom ass nigga over there. Motherfucker got 3 rebounds, and he wasn't playing against Wemby. He wasn't even playing against Wemby. King Ports right here says the J Will for OKC says quit on his team, says are faking injury. Man, don't be trying to include this nigga in to make an excuse to your white Saber and Luca. Black nigga, you just leave a black nigga to try to throw a black nigga in to make a comparison with. And then Andrew Charles says you lost 3 times. So you lost 3 times in a row. Says it should be a wrap. Says NBA playoffs are too much. No, I don't, man. No, you gotta make it this long, man. You gotta make it the best of 7 and shit. And then velocity cuts. I wish football played like that, man. The best of 3 and shit. Wouldn't that be dope if football did that shit? That shit'd be cold. And then velocity cut for the Super Bowl and shit. And the velocity cut says you heard about Brandon Clark? Says they say he didn't want to play for the Blippers. Oh, is that the big ass fool who died? That nigga was a smoker, man. That nigga went out like Lynn Bias and shit. I heard he had an issue with drugs and shit. He had issues with drugs. I saw y'all other favorite player died too. That nigga, that nigga, what's that nigga? Oh, 2 fool ass nigga, man. I'm sorry to talk about that nigga, but that nigga openly homo and shit. Nigga 7 foot homo. That nigga Magic Johnson child. That motherfucker, what's that fool name? I forgot the Collins. Yeah, that fool done passed away and shit. That nigga, they highlighted that shit. I couldn't believe that shit. Why they bringing that shit up? This nigga first opened this. But I was like, oh, they got to, because that's half these niggas in the chat favorite player and shit. I know you niggas want to put flowers out. Y'all niggas let off balloons and shit. Y'all was crying and shit. But that other fool, Clark, he was a smoker. Nigga, 29 years old in the NBA and doing drugs and shit. Then I hear he done got caught with the shit. Like, these motherfuckers out here stupid, man. That fool Deshaun, they're rolling. Auto Boxing says 8 titles is a stretch. Man, I'm just talking shit. He says I'll give him 3. So I'll give him 3 at best. He might get more than that. He might get more, but I was saying it'll be crazy when it's all said and done if that motherfucker got 8 titles and shit. And the Velocity Cut says if Wemby gets with Tim Glover, says in the offseason, says it's over. Man, Wemby going back with Elijah Wan and with the monk people that taught him that spinning elbow shit. He going back over there with them. And then because the next he gonna have to uppercut one of these motherfuckers in the next season. The next season, the nigga's gonna be hacking so much he gonna have to. He gonna learn the knee. If he throw a knee at a motherfucker, like one of the shorter people they put on him and shit, like learn how to dunk and fly. He go train with Draymond because Draymond Draymond probably get one more. He need to learn some of Draymond moves of how to drive the lane and kick a nigga in his nuts. And then Matthew says Wemby is 22. Says and this is the worst the Spurs will be. Says if they get a decent power forward next year, says to play alongside Wemby, says over. That fool Harper is a crazy man. Everybody on this team, that team knows how to fucking pick them, man. But then the league also does that shit that allow these motherfuckers to pick all them early ass picks. And then Deuce Time says Wemby got a lot of help. I mean, that's what you should build a team around, help. So you caught up on one to see you have one star and watch that star do the headsy move, do this and cross somebody over, watch the opponent drop, and then for you to go, oh, nobody can guard that nigga. And then look at the scope. Oh, shit, we lost, but that nigga had like 30 headsy moves. He drove to the motherfucking bank. He hit 53 points, whatever these little names y'all be calling shit now. Like, no. Build a team around the motherfucker. And then that's the thing they talking about with Luka. Lakers all of a sudden talking about going to look for people now. And then Deshaun laughing my ass off. And then CJ and they're rolling. Dusan says salute to the Spurs because he don't want to give Wemby his credit. But without Wemby, the Spurs wouldn't have this comfortable lead. And then Matthew says Wemby helped himself. Says Deuce by dropping the people's elbow and putting the league on notice. Absolutely, Wemby let it be known. Don't fuck with me, goddammit. Don't fuck with me. Anybody can get it. Wemby already showed niggas when he sat Randall on his ass. Boom, nigga put up a brick wall, skinny ass wall. Hit that motherfucker. Bam, Randall hit his ass. Wemby just been tearing fools up. And then Dusan says crossing our fingers for Wilson. Who the hell is what happened? Who is Wilson? Crossing. Oh, you talking about that player and shit. You talking about, man, y'all niggas about to draft some stupid shit. And then I know Boxing says them niggas about to find the widest motherfucking player they can find. Where they gonna probably find somebody out of Gonzaga or some shit. I know Boxing says the number one says Mega Hater has entered the chat. Says let's all salute his royal hateness. Deuce time. Salute. And while I talk about haters, man, did y'all watch that Ben Israel show again? Oh my god. Them motherfuckers on Ben Israel show is funny as shit, homie. And then to now watch Ben Israel have the most common sense on that shit be having me dying, homie. That fool is like really a peacemaker on that motherfucker. And then Adam Hurley says Austin Reed's so weak, says he got to use steroids to take out the trash. Man, he just can't guard none of these dudes and shit. He's a good player. I don't think Reeves is cool, but you need to have somebody that Reeves has to compete for that starting job with. And then where you can get Reeves as a secondary guard and shit, coming off the bench or some shit. Or maybe the starting guard they bring in there is not having too hot of a game. You can bring Reeves in there, but to think you can lead the team off of Reeves, like, nah. He done got as far as he can go with being able to hold it down. But now that ship is over with. You know, having somebody as strong as a LeBron on his team, but it's over with. They got to find somebody better over there. And they need better defenders. Marcus Smart, the only nigga that played defense in the whole fucking team. And then Jashawn says 9 to the 10 pick says it's gonna be black. The one player out of that 10 is gonna be the one the Clippers pick or the Lakers. Where are the Lakers at? The Lakers trying to create a damn snow ass team and shit. And then Deuce Time says, man, this nigga Wilson says it's killing in the combine. Says he's probably raising his status. And then you ain't got to worry, the Clippers ain't gonna pick him. And then CJ says Cleveland go retire his jersey regardless. Says Miami too. The Lakers should retire. I think the Lakers should retire LeBron's jersey as well. It's just you can't listen to LA people's opinion because LA, I ain't gonna lie, as a LA motherfucker and a motherfucker who love LA, LA is like one of the biggest places of hate. LA got the most hater ass motherfuckers in it. And so they'll hate on LeBron because of him not originating there. Some people have to originate there, but LeBron should definitely go down in history as a Laker. And a lot of people won't give him that and shit, especially out in LA because we a city of fucking haters and shit. And then I didn't read Deuce Time hating ass comment. Says Wemby was dirty. Says was dirty for that Matthew. Man, Wemby wasn't dirty. You don't say that shit about Wemby dirty, but they just don't put that shit on Draymond like that and shit. And then Nano Boxer says Jashawn Deuce. And he was the one talking about these niggas elbowing Wemby, knocking Wemby on his ass, and then the fact that they were trying to do that shit and it didn't work. And then when he hit a motherfucker, now he dirty and all that shit. Like, you can't make this shit up with y'all. Nano Boxer says the Jashawn Deuce says my Wizards got the number. Nigga, your Wizards. Oh, nigga. Psh, fucking team garbage as fuck. Y'all niggas ain't been good since the old Jordan left that motherfucker. He says my Wizards got the number one pick. Says who should they get? Kwame Brown. He says the pair with Trae Young, says an AD, says to get us the ring. Wait, broke back ass AD? Anthony Davis in Washington? Man, you niggas is garbage, homie. And then Jashawn says AJ to Arno. And then CJ says hockey fine is comedy, man. Yeah, that's what the Lakers doing this shit. They court gonna be an ice skating rink and shit. And we have so many of these goddamn European looking motherfuckers on the team. And then Jashawn and the Roland. Matthew says Deuce says sometimes you got to get your hands a little dirty. Says to get things done. Says in the work too. Says because look at the officiating. Says look at the officiating this game. Says if you can't guard Wemby without fouling, then you get the elbow. Absolutely. And then his coach to say what he said, because I felt that way for Wemby through that shit. And it was crazy for Wemby even through the elbow. I think it was Jamal Crawford who was highlighting how locked in he was. He was like, man, this young man is so locked in. He's not letting all the physicality frustrate him. And so this kid like really wants it. And it wasn't that long. It wasn't even 10 minutes later, Wemby elbowed the fuck out of him. But Wemby wouldn't have been in the game in that moment if Kornet, over hyper lost ass, would have been playing better fucking defense, that the coach immediately pulled him. Like, I wish I was live for that shit, because I'd have been calling that shit for the coach to take him out, and he would have took that fool Kornet. But I like Kornet game, but it's just like Kornet was just fucking up so bad on both ends of the court. Like, he was just nervous with the moment or some shit. And then they had to put Wemby right back in, because Kornet only got like about a minute or two when Wemby went out to take his break and shit. And Kornet was just giving up points. They got to take this nigga out. He out of position. He going way up to the top of the motherfucking, the top of the fucking key. Then this bitch following niggas out to the 3-point line, leaving the motherfucking rim open and shit. Like, no, take this nigga the fuck out of here. Like, this fool is tripping, dude. Like, get Kornet out of here. And they took him out. And then that motherfucking, the two dudes hacking him, they ain't calling the foul. Like, no, they had to go. They had to take that fool out. And that's when he had to deliver the people's elbow. The people's elbow. That motherfucking elbow was beautiful. Y'all ought to go watch that shit again. And then Picasso says, forget these dysfunctional millionaire balloon play. Oh, Deuce. Did you hear what your boy Trump said? Always right with Reggie Jones again. As soon as I heard Trump say that shit, I said, I was right, homie. You ain't getting shit from Donald goddamn Trump. That nigga said something about, man, he ain't worried about American finances. He ain't working about the financial pain of the American people. Like, that ain't my job. You motherfuckers are stupid. If you think I'm going to let Iran build a nuclear bomb, nigga, Iran already got that shit. This fool's stupid as fuck. This fool's stupid. Putin in here developing big ass missiles and shit. Like, this fool is crazy. That nigga Trump said, fuck the American people. Nigga, I ain't worried about their finances. I got this war to worry about. Nigga pimped y'all. And then look at this shit. Hold on, let me show you how stupid motherfuckers out here. Oh, god damn, man. Nigga just, oh my god, how do I be seeing this shit? Where am I getting the info from? Hold on, let me go in this shit. Wait, what was I looking for? Damn. Oh, I'm in here freestyle. It was something I was supposed to look up for. This is what it is. This is what it is. The people talking all this. And I can't wait till Trump get in China. I can't wait for Trump to get in China. Oh, man, wait when he get in China, God damn it. How the Chinese president is about to embarrass this scumbag. Says Trump crazy as hell. Says he said Venezuela gonna be the 51st state. He don't give a fuck about what Deuce and them been talking about. He says, I heard that shit, really. Look, there you go, Deuce. Says, I've been told you, says I was out on his ass. Man, I told you not to vote for the nigga, man. Your niggas don't be listening to your boy. Niggas be talking liberal and dip, nigga. We American, nigga. We ain't no Democrat, liberal, and all that shit. Regardless, these are parties that run that shit. Sometimes you got to rock with. I don't rock with Republicans, though, at all. Them a bunch of backwood redneck motherfuckers. But wait, where's this shit at? Oh, this is the shit I was talking about. Where everybody talking about build this wall and build that and kick these people out and all this other shit. Peep what these white folks is doing. This the other silent shit you don't hear about, but you're going to hear about it now because your boy going to put you up on it. So let me see. Where is this shit at? Let your boy put you up on what the hell is happening with white America. Oh, let me find my shit. Hold on. Let me put y'all up on this. About what the hell is popping. Hold on. Here we go. Hold on. All right, here we go. Let me show y'all this real quick. Let's see here. Everybody talk this build the wall shit. Says I'm rocking my American flag boots, man. Fuck that. Rock them boots, CJ. Let them niggas know, nigga, this is your country, man. Fuck this redneck shit. I'm tired of seeing rednecks fight fags anyway. I be wanting to punch them motherfuckers. Like, nigga, you better go fly that Confederate bullshit. Want to see no American flags flying from none of y'all properties, none of your motherfucking pickup trucks, None of that shit on no shirts you pussy motherfuckers be wearing. None of them shirts with the American flag and skulls. Like, you bitches need to get the fuck out of here. But look at this shit. While they talk all this shit about the wall and the illegal aliens fucking up this, and they making our cost of living so high and we can't afford this, peep this shit.
While ICE is terrorizing Mexicans and immigrants of everywhere, and really Americans as well, I'm at the Mexican border right now, and this is what it looks like in the mornings on any given Thursday while people need their dental work done.
Peep this shit, what Mexico look like on any given Thursday, like the sister talking about. Why they want walls for them, these Americans are taking their funky asses to these people countries for what?
Any given Thursday, it's all Americans coming to get their dental work done because you know why? They can't afford to get their dental work done in the States. And Mexico welcomes us in with open arms. We all come with our passports and we get our dental work done. We get our glasses, we get everything, and then we go home. Make it make sense.
Keep the next one.
One front tooth, they wanted $3,000 for it.
Wow. First thing in the morning, all Americans coming across the border to get their dental work done.
Look.
You said, I know, right? We're all coming to get our dental work done.
Look.
It's so expensive.
It take a sister. Look. It take a black person to expose the motherfucking real, homie. It takes a black motherfucker to expose the real. Let her finish playing, because you ain't gonna catch this shit on these white corporate media networks or even these influencers who push these political agendas to speak on the real, while the little bullshit president talks this building the wall. You ain't heard him say shit about a motherfucking wall. He ain't building none of that shit. He done pulled a 42 fake with this immigration shit. And a lot of dummies believed in it. They giving the immigrants free housing and free all that shit. They ain't doing nothing to stop that shit. You go get food delivery, it's going to be somebody can't even talk to you, delivering that shit to you. White Americans can't afford to get dental work, especially if they're elder white Americans. They can't afford glasses and other medical shit. America's the ones who stopped when Obama wanted to put in a plan to bring in affordable health care to everybody. People want to clown it and call it Obamacare. So many white folks start sucking this shit up silently because they believe the insurance companies are supposed to be the profiters of healthcare, which is insane shit. That's how dumb motherfuckers are. That now they run their funky asses to this country that they try to disrespect to get work done that they can't get done in this motherfucker because this blonde head, blue eye ass nation only gives welfare to particular people. Let me finish playing. Let me rewind it.
This is a reminder.
One front tooth, they wanted $3,000
in America.
Wow.
That's in America. They wanted
First thing in the
$3,000
morning,
for this lady too.
all Americans coming across the border to get their dental work done. You said, I know, right? We're all coming to get our dental work done because it's so expensive in America. You think? It's actually disappointing, isn't it?
It is.
Look at her Trump looking loving ass.
No, it's disappointing.
One front tooth, they wanted $3,000 for it.
What?
Wow.
And how much are they charging you down here?
$900.
Exactly, $900. Look at this, all Americans coming across the border. Well, but yet we have the wall up.
She cut the other lady off. The other lady's talking about she paid $30,000 for hers. Now let me show you this other shit when black folks are around, when motherfuckers want to go in places and shoot shit up. Lady is always stumping a shootout. You ain't never seen this kind of shit. Look at him. Look, kick that nigga. Bow. Look at that. So this is the other shit where I'm talking about the hypocritical shit. Says never goes, says Reg never goes anywhere. No, Reg goes everywhere. I'm everywhere. I don't be going to this old fan club shit that y'all be going to. I don't do that fan club shit y'all be on. Trendy shit. Follow bitches say there's somewhere to go. Like niggas travel with bitches and do shit that bitches do. A bitch travel with me, bitch. We gonna learn shit. You ain't doing this shit, taking pictures and the bitch doing this shit in the camera. The drink doing this shit, doing stupid shit. Niggas follow the trend, go out to eat, gotta photo the shit. Gotta go places, go out the country, don't learn shit about the place you in. Sitting at a pool doing it. No, bitch, we about to go learn some shit. We gonna move around, we gonna peep shit, we gonna get an understanding of the people. That's how I like to go and travel. I want to understand the people. I like get out, walk, do all this shit. I ain't no fancy, dancy acting motherfucker. And then, but yeah, always right on this shit because I think I look at shit different than a lot of you motherfuckers. You niggas is backwards. But like I said to Deuce, Trump ain't never giving anybody in this country a fucking thing. It will only go to the small percentage of people. Now they're starting to reveal about the trillions of fucking dollars that this fool is transferring and putting into the pockets of that small 0.001% of fucking people that the wealth has now shifted towards. Ain't no wall being built. Ain't no help out here for Americans. And then for him to make the statement of not caring about the financial pains that Americans are going through. Ain't no checks coming like I've been telling you. You ain't getting that shit. And then Costa says, forget these dysfunctional millionaire balloon players. I'm lost on that one. And then Auto Boxing, the Jashawn says, he says, I'm here. I'm here in San Diego, says next to the border. Says I got co-workers says that live in Mexico. Says they tell me they rather go to the dentist and doctors in Mexico. Says better health service over there. And that's sad as fuck. We make these motherfuckers here go through all this high price ass fucking schooling only for them not to be able to help anybody except help the way. This is where people got to get better because it's on the people. And on these people stealing this shit. They done found out you was dumb enough to get your vote, and now they gain power and shit, and they don't give you nothing back. It ain't how dumbass black people talking about what the Democrats ain't doing for you. Motherfucker, it's about what these people are supposed to represent for you. Ain't a black thing, ain't a white thing until white people even recognize this shit. The motherfucker, this is about this country. And white people do so much to stand in the way of shit. It ain't so much as just like the dumbass black people. Dumbass black people is just like a fraction of a percentage of a problem. But the 98% of that shit is the white folks with backwards ass fucking thinking that stand in the way and play these little political bullshit games to where they don't get shit out of it. And these dumb bitches they showed in that video are the ones now do all this shit, waving these niggas flag, going buying merch of some shit with a peon motherfucker's name on it. And they think they gonna get all this shit. Now they taking their stupid ass to Mexico into a country where the people they talk so much shit about to get work, they can't even get here. Even with fucking health insurance, they can't even get this shit. Even with health insurance, they can't get this shit done. That shit is crazy. Says niggas buying vitamin D supplements. Says when you can get it. Says when you can get it for free from the sun, bro. Yeah, I be getting that shit. But some people, I guess they don't get out in the sun. But you know, I feel you on that shit. But they be giving me vitamin D supplements. I almost feel like a dumb motherfucker too. And then as Charles says, I got my teeth clean. Says twice a year. Or it says I get my teeth clean twice a year. It says it's pretty affordable. It says it prevents most issues. Says if you brush your filthy teeth every day. But no, it's for older people. You ain't an old motherfucker neither. You ain't went through senior problems. And it's crazy that with seniors, they don't even get, and they have Medicare where they premium, they have to pay premiums and Social Security that they done paid into all their life. And they are taking at this point like $200 out of their Social Security checks every fucking month to cover their health care costs. And these are people who work for 30 and 40 years of their damn life that still get deductions out of their goddamn Social Security checks to cover Medicare and shit. And to avoid that, you got to apply for other shit and do all this other shit, do it annually. That a lot of Americans don't look at this shit. They rah with billionaire people that go into politics and talk about all this damn fraud happening in the system, which really ain't existing there. They just don't want to pay into that shit. Because anytime they complain about that shit, on the other end, they talking about reducing their tax burdens, and stupid ass poor regular Americans buy into the shit. Doge and shit. Niggas rocked with Doge. You about stupid as fuck. Rocking and believing some Doge shit from old white South African motherfucker. He an immigrant here, he immigrant over there. The nigga need to go back home. Get the fuck out of here. This how shows how dumb Americans is, and wealthier people who don't do shit, but have come from families who have passed on the buck of generational wealth that people put in control because they stupid as fuck. And then they continue to fuck you. And then these are stupid people rushing down to Mexico to get their teeth worked on. If the Mexicans been saying, nah, fuck that. We building the wall. Get your ass back over there. Like, come on. And then Matthew says I met a black guy from North Carolina, says in a hotel, says in Montemoros, what is that? Tamala, I don't know all this Spanish shit. Says he was visiting, getting the grill. And he says, Red says, never goes anywhere. Now, I go a lot of places, but I like to go to regular places too. And even if I went to a country, I'm going to want to go into some regular place shit. I ain't in the touristy ass shit. And then Matthew says, that's why places I've been. I done been where the people go. I don't want to go to touristy ass shit. And then Matthew says, I'm thinking of getting some dental work done myself. Says over in Metamoros. Is that in Mexico? Says Metamoros. Says it's super cheap over there. Says compared to here. Like that shit is sad. That motherfuckers can't even get the work done like that. Even as a veteran, that's the other thing. You can't even get dental work without paying out your pocket. As a veteran, I can't go and get dental work like that and shit. And then you gotta at least work for a corporation that supplies it. They don't give people a medical benefit. You gotta work for a company and hope the company get it, because that seems to be who's in control of your health care. And that shit is not cool, because there's a lot of people out here who don't work, who are out here so fucked up because they haven't found the proper company or been brought in by a company that provides the health care. Like, you got to work a job to get health care is fucking crazy. And that is an insurance control shit where they lobbying these old scumbags in politics. And then on the box it says I'm here in San Diego. It says next to the border. It says I got coworkers that live in Mexico. It says they tell me they rather go to the dentist. And I read that one said to go to the dentist in Mexico. Says it's better health services over there. And then that shit crazy. It's shit crazy. I seen that video pop up today. I think the video popped up towards the points that I've been making recently politically. And then Edgy Charles says people are trying to get cheap veneers done. Says they're going there. Says to get fillings. They going to get everything. There's even people go over to get the body work and all that shit done. And then Kenny Ford's right hand says those Indians go back to their country. Says and dental work is done. Says it done too. Says it is cheaper there. Because he remembered there was even people going remember Kobe. Where did Kobe go when he did that Achilles shit? It was people going over there to get that shit done. There was even people going over, like the dude T-Rail and them did the hair shit. They going to Turkey. It's so much cheaper. But it was even after because Kobe got some shit. It was the procedure. Not saying they go to get their Achilles worked on, but they go to wherever. Oh, he went to Germany. Maybe it's Germany they're going. I could have sworn it was some other country. But they going way over there to get surgeries done, because the doctor's doing something like with stem cell or some shit, and go over there to get it done cheaper, because these greedy bastards here just want to make motherfuckers broke. And that's really what broke the healthcare system in here. It's a lot. They was blaming that shit on the uninsured. Going there and they're going, man, you should be able to walk into a hospital, walk out and get shit done. These motherfucking doctors that went to school in these overpriced universities to work on motherfuckers, not to be told by an insurance company. It's crazy that a doctor can't tell you, okay, you need this done. We're going to go ahead and roll you on into surgery. But do you have that insurance? You don't? Oh, man, mysteriously, I don't know how to do the procedure. Ugh. It looked like I can't do it without your insurance card injected into internal brain system, my brain and my surgical abilities have seen the malfunction. Like, the fuck out of here with this shit. And then out of the box it says my wife's best friend says she Filipina, says got her dinner work in Mexico, says it cost her $700 over there, says it would have cost her $4,300, says for the same procedure. This shit is ridiculous. This shit is ridiculous. And I guarantee if somebody knew the little white lady they showed in that lady's video, they'd have been like, oh, that lady was all at Trump rallies and all this other shit, talking so down on these people, and she going in their country to get dinner work. Lasica says, American capitalism blood, says, do you understand what that means? No, do y'all understand what that shit means? Because I don't think y'all do understand it at all. And then Velasica says, left to right, says it's about the guns and butter. And then Picasso says, and I mean, this is not even just talking to y'all, but it just pisses me off. I mean, like on a large scales of millions of motherfuckers in this country who don't get it. It's just like when you look at when people engage in political shit about how dumb they are and how much they interfere with shit, especially white motherfuckers. Even these fools down in the South doing this redistricting shit. Like, what the fuck are y'all even doing? Like, the fuck out of here. And that shit ain't gonna even work out. Let them redistrict shit. The motherfuckers will still end up losing elections. The white folks down there gonna turn on them. And what it'll make it is a more dangerous situation for them to go out there and pimp the old ignorant down in the South, and more they politicians be suffering from political violence, from trying to screw people over for some goddamn worthless ass corporation. And it's simple as that. And because of, that's why that redistricting shit, they can do that shit all they want. It's gonna backfire like a motherfucker. It's gonna end in disaster. And it's going to end the disaster in this year. And then Picasso says schools are to train your kids to clock in at their job. Says, I don't buy into that shit. A lot of people love to say that shit about school, and that's not true. And now, if you're a kid that does the bare minimum, then yeah, school gonna train you for that shit. But school can also train you for other shit and open other doors for you. I ain't about to put that shit on schools and go into the other little thing that was trendy about the school to prison pipeline shit. Yeah, it can be a pipeline for motherfuckers going to school to be fuck ups. And he says there are other schools that cost an arm and a leg. Says for other kids to train how to own their business. How to own the businesses. Says where your kids are trained. Says train work. Schools don't really train work neither. I mean, schools used to train trade. Schools used to provide a lot of shit. But once again, when you're dealing in this political system and you start dealing with the wrong people put in politically who start targeting people of a certain race, just like you see with Trump, you're starting to hear language come back out amongst these motherfuckers and amongst young white kids that they were afraid to speak like. Now they so comfortable with this little peon bitch getting his ass kicked named Trump. Common talking about you chimping out, the NIGGR shit, monkey shit, cotton picking, and all this other shit. Now it's time to start socking niggas in their mouth. And then that shit in reverse. It's just simple. Black people got to learn to be on a cold stance on shit. That's why I love in the recent video posts I posted on, just showing people getting their asses whooped. And then even a lot of white kids ain't fucking with it, because a lot of white kids even saying nigga because they're influenced with black folks. They ain't about to play into that bigot shit. They ain't playing in that bigot shit. They ain't whooping other little white kids' ass who look like little preppy clown ass motherfuckers who want to make joke and take and be all light, disrespectful, not light, but very disrespectful. And they want to use the term of the N-word or using a derogatory way of stating this shit. And there's other white kids that come in there and whoop they motherfucking ass, bitch ass nigga, and this and that shit. Their influence is black, homie, which is just really their influence is American. Young, and that's the youthful side of America. Because older black folks don't talk in that matter of using the N-word, but in the influence of young whites and young Latinos and even young Arabs and shit. And then Matthew says Metamoros is right across the Rio Grande River. Says from Brownsville, Texas. Says we're sister border cities. Oh, okay, I got you. And then L5 player says salute. And this is the other thing, man. I didn't know it was certain cities in America that are sister cities of other fucking countries and shit. I like kind of bullshit. There's a lot of cities with European names and they share to where there's some connection between them and shit. And then Kenny Boy's right hand says damn, says I didn't know y'all didn't get dental. Says that's cold. Yeah, for military cats, absolutely they don't. Even for elder people don't get dental. Yeah, elder people. That's why so many elder people teeth falling out, dentures and all that shit. When they can go right in the dentist's office in this country and have those teeth saved. People pay taxes and it should be covered. All that shit should be covered. Or it should be things pour into it. It's just like make no sense that nobody's been able to close this shit in because they deliberately do this shit to not assist motherfuckers. But let you be a blonde-haired, blue-eyed motherfucker that arrived here from a particular blonde-haired, blue-eyed country and all type of resources and channels open up for you and people directing you to the proper channels and shit. And then they give you shit. And then like that shit is backwards. But then they'll trick retarded, poor ass niggas who want to talk political shit into liberal and all this other dumb ass shit. Like, fuck out of here. You fucking American. You fuck what you are. Your the objective should be to assist people. Are we gonna fuck over the liberals? Like, as an American, no, fuck all that. What are you talking about? You can't even be the Democrats gonna be, we're gonna fuck over the conservative. Like, nah. We need to fix that shit. And then some people, I don't want that old liberal shit. Yeah, I'm a conservative. I'm not going to touch it. I don't want that Obama shit. That just shows you how stupid motherfuckers are. And these the same dummies taking their ass over to Mexico for dental. He said, oh yeah, I read that one about the military. Yeah, a lot of shit in this shit is fucked up. And then Jashawn says niggas brainwash. Says I avoid using fluoride. Says I avoid using fluoride. Says you brush away cavities with organic toothpaste. Healthy oral health. Says without having to spend all this money. Says going to the dentist. Says when you don't have IEHP. What is IEHP? And then they say Turkey and Germany. And Picasso says a guy I know says got hip replacement. And says another guy got stem cell on his knees, says, and this was around 2015. Man, I would not want to, that even hearing people say they got replacement shit, that shit start hurting the joint like I didn't have that shit. I would not want to do that shit. Like, damn, them niggas, what they do, snatch the whole bone out that motherfucker. That shit just sound like some painful fucking shit. Knee replacement, all that shit. Oh my God. Like, damn. Oh, let me plug this goddamn computer up. For the stream just cut off. Hold on. Otto Boxer says, hold on, let me see. What is that? Oh, Kaiser says, Kaiser wants me to pay $1,400 a month for me and my wife. Says when I retire, says if I want to keep my health care. God damn. You know what else is crazy? Remember Venus Williams returned to tennis and shit? And Venus revealed why she returned. And this is a rich ass chick. She returned to tennis so that she can get health care benefits based on however it works for tennis. Otherwise, she would have had to go into Cobra, whatever that shit is, and shell this money out of her pocket. And you only stay on Cobra for like a certain amount of months before that shit runs out. You got to go work for some corporation and got to deal with the insurance networks, and they work together to give kickbacks and feeding their pockets and other shit. That's why people praise that dude Luigi who smoked that United Healthcare motherfucker. This system is flawed, and we sitting there watching greasehead, slick back, chump ass motherfuckers like the Trump administration sitting here and prod around how they just roll all the money into their pockets and all that other shit. And then you'll have a old nut-hugging motherfucker who heard me make this statement about the Trump administration that were probably writing this motherfucker, defend them and talking about what about Obama and Biden and all that shit. But now they won't write that shit because I stated that. Fuckers is fools, homie. And then Otto Boxer says that Chud dude says trying to provoke us. says so he can use his gun, says, and get off. Everybody got guns. Ain't nobody worried about that Chud dude gun. Chud in the right place trying to say that shit, he'll get his fucking face blown off. Ain't nobody worried about no white motherfucker in his gun. The fuck you? That's why you see this shit, the niggas in Vegas tackling this old scumbag motherfucker in there, blasting his old ex-bitch and shit. Everybody got fucking guns. Ain't nobody scared of that pussy ass dude. Like if it really was to go there, that's why it's a black chick. Now look who about to destroy him. It's a black chick coming out saying that this motherfucker was taking whatever she be doing up his fucking ass and shit. Like these white folks don't run shit. They run shit when niggas get scared of them. It'd be some of you niggas scared of these pussy ass people. See, they throw a cowboy hat on their head and niggas get scared. They throw cowboy boots on and some niggas get scared. They grow a mustache and some niggas get scared. These niggas is pussies, homie. And some of them may have been raised in Manhattan. They just put on a new look and a new persona. Like, get the fuck out of here. Chug's a bitch. And he been a bitch. He a real motherfucker. He would never been on that internet shit going around saying that shit because he want to be, look how uncivilized they're reacting off of a word. It's just a word. It's freedom of speech and this and that. It's always been freedom of speech. And certain words that used to get people like him put in the motherfucking dirt. His jaw broke. That's why his parents in them flee the cities. They don't be hearing that shit. Their parents hear that little coward shit that is kind of written in their DNA about how they ran. That's what white flight is. It had a whole country full of them running away. But people forget that side of history and shit. And then he says that Chud dude says trying to revoke it so he can use his guns and get off. We all got guns. They never talk about a white man's gun. Says stand your ground. That law works for us as well. Says slash self-defense. Says he just got exposed. Says being gay. Says a sister. Oh, I was just talking about that chick. Say she used to peg him. She probably did. This is what them white folks be doing this shit. She probably did do that shit. And then Auto Boxing says if you don't got dental coverage, says you should put those donuts and cupcakes down. Says take care of your teeth. My teeth look better than all you motherfuckers in here. You motherfucker, and I had a bunch of cavities in my shit. My shit's still whiter than you motherfuckers out here. And then L5 player says Chud shit does seem like says like a psyop, says to pop off race war. Who gonna go race war with? You can knock Trump off. Ain't nobody gonna go to war for these white dudes. Them niggas do all that shit. That's why I told people go watch that Gone with the Wind shit. Go watch the Gone with the Wind shit, and you watch how these fools are rah rah rah, all this other shit and this and that. We're about to go win, and we're gonna put these Northerners in their place, and then they lose this war and nothing pop off. Same thing when the motherfuckers storm the Capitol. All this rah 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 shit, and you feeling a group of motherfuckers. Some motherfuckers felt uncomfortable. They scared and worried about whites and this and that. That when they charged that damn Capitol, all it took for Secret Services to pop one little stupid, retarded, dumb bitch, and every single 1,000 of motherfuckers that stormed that Capitol run off. And it shows you how much of a treasonous motherfucker Trump is by using his presidential powers to commute every single one of them damn treasonous ass people's sentences and shit. That should have let you know he don't give a fuck about you or America. That's why it's nothing to go to war with Iran and cost you in your pocket. They showed the damn inflation, says Chud wouldn't survive in. Oh, hell no, Chud wouldn't survive in LA. And you know who'll probably knock Chud off in LA? A white motherfucker. A white motherfucker blow his face off. Chud is food and shit. He said way too many crash outs. Yeah, Chud gets slaughtered by a white person. The dog that motherfucker. You better take that cowboy hat shit off out here, motherfucker. A surfer would knock him off. And then and Picasso says cavities in the mouth, says parasite, says from shit like sweets. And then Picasso says I got Blue Cross, Blue Shield. And then Hyphy says white dudes says they've been tripping on Chud too. Yeah, because a lot of white dudes don't rock with that racial shit like that. That's why you hear a lot of them saying the N-word and shit. They hang around us. They hanging around black folks. You get corny motherfuckers like Chug that use a little racial term and get his ass beat. That's what I said. Chug gonna get knocked off by a white motherfucker. It be all on the internet. White people beating up other little white people like Chug. These old internet influencer looking ass white dudes want to push racist shit, and they run to somebody white and get their ass beat, folded. And then Haji said Chug used to dress drag, says, and let a black it go to work, or let a black go to work. I guess he's talking about that girl and shit. Yeah, he probably did. It's a lot of motherfuckers like that. And then Jashawn says niggas will put that nigga in a coma. Says niggas got black bottom teeth. Says, and Gap says, nah, I'm playing. No, it'd be a lot of black motherfuckers with fucked up teeth. It's a lot of people out here with fucked up teeth, bro. And it's a lot of people. And then it's a thing. It's a thing because of this health shit, this healthcare shit. People should be able to go and get dental work done. Even if people got crooked teeth, they should be able to go in there and have what is that shit called? That shit that fix the teeth, the braces. You should be able to have braces done. Like, America should be a place that takes care of its citizens. You should flourish in this motherfucker. And the CJ said Chud wouldn't survive in LA at all. Says way too many crash outs. Says Adam 22 says we'll interview that nigga. I'm surprised Adam ain't interviewed a little punk ass dude. I'm surprised he ain't. But like I say, man, it's a lot of funny shit out here with these folks out here. And that video today with the lady posting, good thing the black lady was showing that shit, because I guess she was going to Mexico, and then she was realizing, maybe I think she made work over it. She's realizing that it's so many white folks coming over to Mexico getting medical shit done because they can't get in this country. Where Trump was talking about doing away with Obamacare and then coming with his own healthcare plan, and he ain't came up with none of that shit. He too busy running into Venezuela, kidnapping motherfuckers, and we still waiting on Muro, whatever his name, Maduro, to go on trial and shit. Stealing oil from countries, taking over this shit, taking over that shit. Trying to go to Iran, fucking with them, getting their ass handed to them, getting ran out of every country over there. They had bases. They ain't gonna tell Iran to negotiate, but I thought you destroyed Iran's nuclear abilities. You ain't done none of this shit, but sat here lying to these people because you're a lying motherfucker. That's why they bring in everybody, like the Senate is bringing all these niggas in the Trump administration to these hearings and shit. They done brought that old carpet riding motherfucker Patel there, who they probably about to say, get this nigga out of here, Trump. They done brought that dirtbag Hegseg to there. This war costing billions of dollars already. This war done cost $25 billion, only been 2 months. And them fools ain't accomplished nothing. Iran in there controlling everything. You talking about you gonna go and devastate and destroy them, but why you need to go negotiate with them if you was gonna destroy them? Then it's coming out, nigga, that America's arsenal is depleted. So now you put America at a weak ass in a weak point. We've been selling we were supposed to go to war. We've been selling weaponry over the fucking, or using our own dollars to pay off weaponry to send to Ukraine for a number of years. We've been sending Israel shit that they don't deserve. And that's why you get people like Bernie Sanders, who should have been fucking president, speaking about taking away funding to fucking Israel. And Bernie Sanders is 1,000,000,000% right. Like, fuck them. And the Deuce Reed says I heard that shit. Rarely talking about Trump, talking about he ain't caring about the finances and shit. Cause he never gave a fuck. That's why I say he ain't never given no change. Since I've been told you since I was out on his ass. He says Trump crazy as hell. He said Venezuela is going to be the 51st state. Says I'm rocking with America. Says I'm rocking my American flag boots. Says proud. Says on God. Yeah, when we wear some American flag shit, which I never wear that shit because I'm here. But when I see like rednecks flying the flag and shit, I look at it as a Confederate flag. And I swear, man, if they didn't have cameras in places and shit, man, a nigga be a prolific motherfucking a nigga be a prolific hitman like a motherfucker. Man, I would knock a lot of these motherfuckers off if it wasn't all these cameras everywhere. and having more time to scope shit out, man, I'll be nigga casino. Then you start your car, that bitch explode on your punk ass, man. Come on, man. Angie Charles says people been going to Mexico since for discounts since way back. Yeah, sure, nigga. You and that old always wrong ass Trump love shit you been on, nigga. Them motherfuckers just always ass backwards. Niggas fake with this American shit. You niggas ain't Americans. And then and Picasso says I got my mom a grill. So I got my mom a grill on top, says, and I make sure she brush, says mouthwash, says, and rinse, says, with a bottle of water every morning and night. Man, it's a lot that motherfuckers just don't do and shit when it comes to like certain health and shit. But it's crazy what it takes to just live and to try to live healthy and long and shit. And that shit is crazy. But a lot of people living in fear. That's the other thing that be tripping me out. A lot of people are living in fear. They afraid with what they eat. You got all this weird shit that people on with the diet shit. Not even just the diet. People afraid to gain weight. They gain weight. Oh, you're fat. Look at that. And then they need to be scared. They need to jump on Ozempic. Then you see people, you be like, damn, that nigga on that narcotic. No, that motherfucker on that Drake Ozempic. They is taking Ozempic rather than just cut the shit down. Go back, exercise and try this shit. But people are in such fear of all these ailments they see from other people that they're killing themselves for a look. People are killing themselves over a look and a fear. Maybe they didn't live around a grandparent, an older parent that died young, and this and that, and they be attributed to the way they ate and this and that. No. How about you attribute to maybe where their mental health was? Maybe something was fucking bothering them. And it led to maybe they just didn't give a fuck anymore. They just let themselves go. They just sat on the couch, ate shit, blew the fuck up. Some people blow up in weight. Like, I was just eating good. I ate good and stopped working out. But nigga know how to get in shape. But some people be like, they just fall apart. But it's some people who are like on this little health trip. Even a lot of vegan motherfuckers got mental health issues. And a lot of them motherfuckers end up going crazy and they die early. Not so much from the standpoint of something's off, the blood work, shit, and this and that. It's some mental shit that kills these motherfuckers off. The stress these people deal with, and they end up dying. Niggas catching cancer early because they stressing and all that other shit. They brains begin to fucking rot on them. Like motherfuckers be worried about the wrong shit. Just live. And live properly. But everybody got some shit. That's why everybody owns shit. Everybody look for discovery and they come out with shit and people jump on it and shit. And then Jashawn says they lazy, says it's not fear. No, some people are fearful, bro. And you hear it every day. A lot of people are afraid. They worried, oh, this is gonna kill me and that and this and that. Like, live your fucking life. And he says, to Jashawn says, Rakia Jackson says looking good in Chicago. Oh, that's a chick. You watching that WNBA shit? But yeah, that's the thing, man. Is people gotta stop being fearful and shit. And because like I said, I'll be around older people, and you look at them for the ones who live long, or just the ones who just live their life and shit. They ain't worried about shit. Maybe they done stressed a lot of motherfuckers out. Because I see the women be living long. I think women who stress and get on motherfuckers' nerves, they live long and shit because they killing niggas. They be killing the fuck out of people. And I think that shit, they sap other people's energy, and I think it prolongs them and shit. But there be some old women I be seeing that be 90 and 100, like, oh yeah, she done stressed a ton of motherfuckers out and then killed their ass in the dirt while her ass out here living and shit. Be like, but no, you just gotta live your fucking life, and live it as carefree and happy as free. That's the other people. People ain't happy no fucking more. People don't know how to laugh. People don't know how to tell jokes no more. Nigga, I'm big on that joking shit. I don't give a fuck about that crybaby shit. I'm a clown. The minute I don't get in my clownish shit and learning how to laugh at shit, because I think I've been in a depressive state or just a state be like, God damn, I can't stand being in this motherfucker. like being around the people. Let me not say that shit. People think I'm talking suicide, but being around the motherfucker that I'm with, like, God damn, can we just end this shit? Now this motherfucker dragging me the fuck down. And then Picasso says, says I'm dieting, says, and we'll start back working out. Says, but I do it to pass my Department of Transportation physical. Says every year, says I'll drop all my bad habits. Physical, y'all got to take physical in truck driving. I be seeing some videos of big obese ass truck drivers. What the hell y'all taking exam? What eye exams? Like what? Y'all niggas gotta be fit and shit. And then Jashawn says I'm checked the highlights. Says I missed the game. The hyphy. And Ukasa says you can live and eat clean. Yeah, true that. But shit, you truckers eat the worst shit. Y'all niggas be out on that highway eating gas station food and shit. And then Jashawn says they inferior says because they lack discipline. Is that it? I don't know what the vegans, that vegan shit is retarded to me. I just don't understand that shit. That shit is retarded as fuck. And then Arnold Boxer says yeah, we have to take our medical exams says for our license. Man, you a truck driver fan. You ain't got no license and shit. And then CJ says the homie was just telling me about that. Says you have to take a physical, says for your class A. Says that shit crazy. Man, what the hell do they do for their physical? Because I be seeing videos of like 400-pound ass truckers and shit. Or maybe they ain't gonna get their license back. And then, or maybe them niggas be paying niggas to go take their physical. You know how some niggas be stupid and they'll pay somebody go take a test for them or some shit. Don't take the SAT for me so I get this football scholarship. And then Hyphy says truck drivers all have high cholesterol. Says and breathe heavy. Says when they walk to the mailbox. And then Picasso says I eat from home now. Oh, you got the truck with the microwave and shit. You be cooking with the little electric burner in that mug and shit. Yeah, that's gotta be a cold life. I would love to do that truck driving shit. I'd love to have me a motherfucking Peterbilt or some shit. And then Arnold Boxer says I got my A license. Slim says with all my endorsements, and don't drive that motherfucker nowhere. I would love to give me a big rig and just drive that shit like whenever I felt like it, not for no company and shit. Let me see. I got a big ass mosquito in here. That's the other thing, man. I think China hitting us with the mosquitoes and shit. I ain't never seen so many mosquitoes in Vegas in my goddamn life. And we ain't even got no water in this bitch. We on a drought, and now all of a sudden mosquitoes in this motherfucker biting everybody and shit. Them motherfuckers probably carrying that Hanta shit, whatever that new virus they talking about. Motherfuckers and brought these mosquitoes with the Hanta virus in it and shit. Let me see. I seen one flying in this motherfucker now. We ain't got no water in this shit. I barely got water in the motherfucking pipes in this motherfucker. So dry out here. And then Picasso says, he says they take medication, says to help pass the test. So what do they give y'all? He says I go home every day now. What the hell do you do for a truck driver's physical and shit? And then or do you gotta climb up and down steps? That shit probably on some weak shit. And then CJ says it's fun driving big trucks, bro. Says I drive a Freightliner for work. Man, see, I like that shit, man. I like buses and all that shit. That's why if I hit the lottery, I'm buying me a big ass Prevost. I'm buying me a Prevost motherfucking RV. I'll be following all that shit. I'll be watching niggas drive that shit, be like, damn, I wish that was me. I'll be liking that shit. Man, I like them motherfuckers. Picasso says I drive 555 miles 5 days a week. Yeah, see, I love that shit. Just because I like to drive shit. I like to be on the highway, banging music and that shit, seeing shit, enjoying the sounds of them engines and shit. That's man shit. Them man vehicles. That's why I always say, if I had my way, I wouldn't give a fuck about a car, nigga. I had me a bus or a big ass truck. And I'll buy me a trailer. I wouldn't even work for nobody, nigga. I'll buy a trailer and all of that shit. Nigga, just so I can hit corners, nigga, with my trailer, nigga. Niggas think I'm crazy. Like, nigga, that's man shit, homie. I know motherfucking Winnie the Pooh ass shit. Cars is beautiful and shit. But motherfucker, not no pickup truck. I know I say I don't like pickup truck. I associate pickup trucks for Confederate flag wearing rednecks. So that's why I don't like pickup trucks. But like a big rig and shit, an 18-wheeler, nigga, all day. And I ain't like 18-wheelers since I've been a kid and shit. I give me an 18-wheeler, nigga, buy a bus, all that shit. And then on the box it says the Picasso's, he says drink apple cider vinegar. Nigga, hell no. Nah. 1 hour before your physical exam says it brings your blood pressure down. And then these old ass niggas trying to trick a test and blood pressure just still all the way fucked up. And then Picasso says they check for drugs, eyes, says neck size, mobility, says mobility in your back, says a knee, says blood pressure. This nigga act like he gotta be in shape. I thought they nigga they have you to see if you can lift 200 pounds and shit. This nigga told me he gotta get ready. This nigga Picasso out of shape. This nigga told me he died for his fucking truck exam. Nigga, this all they doing. Get the fuck out of here. You make me think y'all niggas have to go run and do push-ups and sit-ups. I thought y'all was on some army shit. These niggas talk about your eyes. Can you turn your neck without blacking out? Like, get the fuck out of here. This nigga crazy. Hey, man, look, this is the other shit with turn your, hey, when I had put on a grip of weight before, I was like, because like I said, when I put on weight, I wasn't paying attention to that shit. It had to be somebody like, damn, this nigga Reggie fat. But nigga, I had got him like big, nigga. And nigga, I do like this when I'm driving, nigga, and it felt like that shit turned my motherfucking blood supply off. Like, oh shit, nigga gained too much weight. Nigga turned the neck, nigga was turned the blood off. But nigga, that old bullshit, man, this nigga Picasso out of shape. And then CJ says, facts, says, I would love an RV, says, with the sides that pop out. Yeah, with them, with the slide outs and shit, says should be plush. I'm telling you, I hit the lottery. That's the first thing I'll buy me is an RV. And I'll be driving around. That's why I don't care for no passport. Nigga, I'm pushing around this country. Pushing around. I wish a redneck would say some stupid shit to me. And then Hyphy says, I know boxing says, I put apple cider vinegar, says, in my dog food every morning. And the dog food for what? He says, keep fleas and ticks away. Says you can rub it. Says you can rub it on a coat too. Yeah, god damn. And then they're laughing. And the CJ says, no, says they check your weight too. Says if you weigh too much, says and your height, says they fail you. Says that's what my boy was telling me. Man, I'll tell you, I've been on Instagram and it'd be some fat ass motherfucking truckers. I'd be like, I didn't think truckers had an exam. I thought they just passed the written test and shit. And then I mean, shit, how hard is it? I don't think but maybe that weight shit, I don't think they put weight on everything, but you just stepping on the pedal and turning the wheel. I don't know how much that shit would take. And then out of boxing, because it'd be the skinny drivers doing the dumb shit. They ought to fucking, them niggas doing all the dumbest shit like trumping and make sure you can speak English like that, maybe you can drive and shit. They need to stop giving foreigners shit. They need to stop bringing these foreigners over here to drive shit. These niggas are busted U-turn in the middle of the freeway, stop and look, and then you hitting the side of their shit. These fools do some of the dumbest shit. And then Ano Boxing says you got to bend your knees, says to show you got motion in your legs, says hearing check, says eyesight check. Man, there ain't no fucking physical endurance shit. This Picasso talking about he dying, he on a diet for his truck exam. Man, this nigga crazy. He one of them niggas that's skinny but really out of shape. Because that'd be the other thing. It'd be a lot of skinny niggas be out of shape like a motherfucker. And then shining and rolling, niggas be smoking cigarettes, weigh 110, 105 pounds and shit. On the box it says you would buy an RV, says loaded up, says with cupcakes, dry ribs, says for your long journey across. Absolutely. But I don't eat cake and shit. I don't know why y'all be thinking that shit. I ain't into all that cake shit unless it's cheesecake. But no, I'd be gone, homie. That's man shit, homie. Like, you niggas will buy fucking Volkswagen Beetles and shit with y'all money and shit. With little girly fur on the steering wheel and shit. Nigga, I'm buying man-ass vehicles, homie. Nigga, with the rim, I like the rims on trucks, all that shit. Nigga, I think truck rims are some of the hardest shit out. Like, nigga, I be liking trucks, nigga. I like the motherfuckers, especially when I be on the highway, nigga. I be looking at trucks. I wish the car drive itself because I be really want to look at the trucks as they roll down the highway. I like that shit. The motherfuckers, whoever designed that shit, they be going overboard when they put too much of that European shit on trucks. Like, don't Europeanize the trucks. Don't Europeanize the buses too much. Like, even with the new Prevos, like, I be into this shit. Like, even the new Prevos, I don't like the way they change the style on some of the new Prevos and shit. Like I be looking at all this shit. I like trucks, man. I've always liked trucks. Shit, I used to steal truck toys as a kid. And then Picasso says, he says, I like to own a Mercedes Sprinter. Oh, the Sprinter van and shit. The mugs is cool. And then Derek Frank says, peace to myself in the chat. Salute. Picasso says the Arab Indian driver says be driving with one leg, says on the dash. Them fools be doing dumb shit because they come from where they do dumb shit in their country. Them fools catch the train dumb and shit. You be seeing they on the train and shit. All them damn Indians all crowd. That's where Cash Patel came from. That's why he fucking up the damn goddamn FBI. That's why he always flying this shit. He ain't got to use his carpet no more. Nigga burning up that damn G5 flying everywhere and shit. And then Sean says cheetah print interior in there rolling. No, I wouldn't dare do none of that shit. The cheetah print and that shit on some old, I don't know who would do no tacky shit like that, man. I do my shit the way they be doing that shit. Nice little woods and shit. Nice floor. And then Hyphy says niggas who own Tesla, says like cousin CJ, says equal in shape. Says niggas that own a Tahoe, Denali, says or Escalade equals high blood pressure. Hell no. Hey, but no, niggas who drive SUVs do be bigger and shit. I used to have one of them motherfuckers. And then Picasso says 18 wheelers, in my opinion, says are planes on the ground, man. Yeah, I like the motherfuckers, man. Yeah, I like it. I like me the nice 18 wheelers. But like I said, if I own one, I wouldn't work for no con. I'd go do some shit whenever I felt like it once a week, but I'll drive that bitch with a trailer on it. They give me one of them big ass trailers, nigga, just so I can just hit them turns. Nigga, I'll be just driving places to hit the turn, get on the freeway, nigga, I'll be gone. But an RV, I wouldn't even own a truck if I hit the lottery or some shit. Nigga, I'd buy me one of big ass RVs. And I already know who will make it. I'll be on that marathon. That's how wait, do I got them videos when Marathon brought me and my kids down there and shit? I used to be I followed Marathon Coach, man. They came to Vegas and shit. And I'm just like knowing everything. What was that fool? Mondays with Mal. It's a dude on the Marathon Coach website, Mal and shit. I met all them and shit. And I'll be really into that shit. Let me see. I think I got those videos on here. Hold on, let me see. Let me go to my page real quick. I think I got that shit on here. And then with some shit, man, I'm about to go off on these white motherfuckers in that shit. Yeah, here we go. We's the only black people at this shit. But they'd be like, oh, man, let me cut this shit out, man, before I get to tripping on these motherfuckers. Let me see if it's in this video. Look, these fools bring us down. We only black people at this shit. This is my kid. Look how little my kids is. Look at this shit. That motherfucker, like $2 million. Look, my kids are babies back then. They might have been 3 years old or some shit, 3 or 4.
$2 million worth of.
And it was funny looking at the white folks because they looking like, what are they doing there? They probably thought we was rich.
My hands. Come in.
Like, motherfucker, I barely had gas money to get to this motherfucker.
I know what's backwards.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I used to follow these marathons. Like, this is where I buy that shit from. I'll be getting into all kind of shit. I just don't be wanting to go to shit.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what this is going inside. And then look, they the only babies at this shit too. They was the only little kids at this bud. Hey, you talking about getting in this shit?
Come down here.
Look at these little
What was it?
Look at his ass. Look, they want to touch it.
You gonna drive? Don't push no buttons. Okay. All right. No turning the wheel. All right. Let's go check out. Let's go look at these bunk beds.
Look, I got 2 of these little motherfuckers in here.
Oh, we won't come back.
Look at this shit. Look at all these people in this mother. Look how much room in this shit.
Look at this. So you don't have to wash the dishes. Reggie, slow down.
My kids all over the place. We act like we own this shit. We don't give a fuck. This is how we move around.
Let's go look at the bunks.
The rest of y'all be bowing your heads. Excuse me, sir, ma'am. I'm sorry. Look, she said that's like ours. She on one of them
Don't
motherfuckers.
sit on there like that. Sit down right.
Look at they little ass, man. They the only kids in this shit. And black at that.
Watching television.
Sit down right,
Reggie.
space in this shit.
Sit down on that couch.
Man, they little motherfuckers. I'm looking back at that shit. They were really on some wild shit in this mug. And look, this the one with 2 of them. This is the only one with
45 feet.
this the only one. This
Let's
the
walk
one
to
with
the back.
the slides on the one side. Them X.
Here, stay next to me. Come on, let's walk. Let's go check out the beds. Yeah, everybody, look how comfortable everybody's inside this bus. How much room is in here?
Look how big this shit is.
Hey, how you doing? All right. Stop, Reggie.
Look, motherfucker got the bunks in it.
Here go the beds. You don't have to hold. Where's the fridge at? Oh. No, you don't go in. Check out this fridge. Little wine storage.
Look at that shit.
Let's check out
Man,
this
I hit
freezer.
the lottery. This
Where's our
over
freezer
with, nigga. I would be on the road. I would live in that shit.
Let's go see the back. Take your time. Don't walk over people, all right?
Look at that. It's a bunch of people. And it's probably like, how many people you count? It's probably like 10, 12 people in this mug. Got a shower in there.
You have a new one now.
Reggie, get off the bed like that. Let's go see the back there. Yeah, go see them washing.
How many people? It's 5 people in this room.
here.
Oh yeah, this lady, I'm about to check her ass. And when she
Store closed.
closed the door right here, man, I almost tripped on this lady over there.
Yeah.
Almost went off on this white lady for that shit. And then I was like, nah, she's being funny. But I was like, man, I almost tripped on that shit. It took everything because I'm known for that shit. Hey, bitch, what's your motherfucking problem, man? I was right here about to say, man, I'm like, let me chill out.
No, get down.
Look at their ass.
Wash your clothes.
Look, wash your dryer and that shit.
Entertainment system. Don't touch nothing.
Like, he's just ready to
Brains
push
of the
buttons.
best.
Man, my little boy was so bad.
The brains, yeah. Storage. Nice storage. Laced in nice.
All right, let me go on that other one. So this is the one with the
Oh yeah, they want to get in. I have to keep them from getting in there.
the people here was cool though. These some cool people.
Watching TV. This machine is bad. She keep wanting to.
All right, let me go on that other bus.
It's like a palace, right?
Let me go on that other bus.
Watch it go down.
Look, if y'all watch the marathon shit, it's that dude Miles. It's that dude Miles right there.
After the party's over.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Since we've had this connection
For a
and
year,
interaction
right?
for so long.
Oh yeah. I definitely
Look,
want
I
to.
told y'all be following these motherfuckers. These niggas cool as fuck with me.
Right?
Wow.
Look at this shit.
Beautiful, huh?
Now look, this one got 4 of them. Look how big this shit is.
It's like a palace.
You guys, this coach just got done.
Don't
They
touch
finished it on
Reggie.
Thursday.
Reggie, keep
Look.
your hands up.
They said, look, this shit just got made. He really saying, hey, don't y'all break shit in this motherfucker. This one was like, in mine, this is like, how old my kid's like 4. This shit gotta be like 8 years ago. This coach is like $2.5 million right here. Look how wide this
Brand
go.
new. Can you see yourself?
Pretty cool.
They
huh?
probably like, don't ever bring no kids in this shit.
Yeah. The quad
What's the tag on this one?
2.4 is retail.
Oh, yeah. It's worth it.
Yeah.
Look at that
It
shit.
really is.
Baby bottle.
Where's the baby bottles?
Oh, that's the elephants.
Yep. Yep. Al Christensen.
But I said something.
Where's it at, Reg? This way.
You got it.
Look, Reg.
It's hidden, huh? You see the bird here?
We actually finished filming.
Look at this bird right here.
Watch this. Keep your hands away. Move your hands. Watch this, Raylan.
Watch what happens.
Watch.
What?
What's our needs?
Open that up. Pull that towards you.
Two hands.
Harder.
2 hands.
Got a boy. There you go.
See the
See?
oven? You can cook.
Nope, close it.
Gentle.
And you know what this does? There you go. Good job. This makes coffee down in here.
Look, they was fucking with us in here. They're like, man, we about to buy this shit.
You know,
He said, why this nigga Red says talking like Michael Jackson in this video? No, because I'm talking like that with my
Hey,
kids
Mickey.
and shit.
That's her name, man.
You know, I can't cuss.
Mickey like mouse.
Yeah, that's what they. When I was saying we're coming to see Mickey, it was like Mickey's not here.
Mickey's an Anaheim. See, you can stand. See, you guys
Look how wide that mud. It's like
Mickey
what?
like mouse.
4 people at
Yeah,
the
that's what
front.
they. When I
What
was
was that? 4 or 5 people up there, and still a bunch of
saying we're
room.
coming to see Mickey, it was like
You can stand. See, you guys are perfect for this because you could sleep on this.
Yeah.
You could sleep on there.
But I'm gonna turn on the map.
No, we're gonna leave that. We'll leave that door open. The first thing we do is we're gonna shut the door.
Watch. Look, Rayla.
Be careful.
Watch this.
It's gonna be this one right
Watch.
here.
Move, ready.
Look, my kids the only one. They the only kids at this whole shit. They getting the star treatment.
Oh.
Isn't that cool? And look, yeah, you had you out there. Yeah, there's something about the something.
Look, they was having fun. They was having fun with my little kids and shit. That shit was cool. But that's what I'm buying. I'm buying one of them motherfuckers. I'm buying one of them hoes. He says, Reds get excited, says when he heard they got a microwave in the truck cabin. Says, no, I think that shit cool. I think like layouts in vehicles and shit. Like even with cars, when cars got like good layouts in them and shit, I like that kind of shit. And then Ivy says Deuce took his mad ass to sleep. Says hella early. Says all because Wemby was tripping tonight. And that nigga Wemby was balling, homie. And I had to come in here and celebrate. Know it's gonna make these niggas mad. And then Autoboxer says Marathon says you're gonna have Nipsey Hussle people says make you an RV. Man, yeah, that's how I know y'all don't follow that shit. No, Marathon like the biggest ones that make that shit. I'm telling you, I follow all that shit. You got Marathon, that Featherlight shit. You got Liberty. You got what's the one in Florida? This one in Florida, Millennium. Outlaw, all that shit. I'll be watching all that shit. But these cats at Marathon was like, cool. When they came out here, it's like, oh, we're gonna be in Vegas. Like, come up here. And then Costa says when RVs get old, says they squeak. No, not those. That's why they cost so much. Because they on them Prevost chassis shit. A Prevost could do 1 million miles, 2 million miles. The man shit. That's why that motherfucker can charge $2 million for that shit. Derek Frank says don't like those Tesla SUVs. Says don't like those Tesla SUVs. Says but saw one with graffiti wrapped on it. Says was kind of dope. You talking about the Tesla truck? I don't know how people like that Tesla truck, but I see a lot of them though, and Picasso. And that's probably because they strong. I think I hear they strong. Picasso says when my kids were small, says I took them everywhere. Says I wanted them to be well-rounded. Man, I used to go to the RV shows. Matter of fact, when they little babies, I took them to an RV little show they had and shit. And then because I like them motherfuckers, I like RVs a lot. And the Picasso says says House on Wheels. Yeah, man, them motherfuckers plush as fuck. They play. That's why I was talking to my kids like that, like, so I ain't be like, hey, get your goddamn ass over. Like, say, like, get over here, come here, like, and then the dude sign said, why this nigga Rez is talking like Michael Jackson in that video. And then because I'm with little babies. But like I said, that white lady when she did that, she almost tripped on that bitch. Like, but then I like, nah, she in there just joking because the kids climbing everywhere and shit. And then Picasso says Reggie probably see the RV park that says at the casinos. Says out the casinos out there. Says I'm thinking if you was chilling inside and heard gunshot, says what would you do? I'm lost on that one. But nah, that's when I used to work at Enterprise, we used to go to the same RV spot. Nigga, anytime we got to drop a card in, I'll be the one going because I'm like an RV person and shit. Even back there behind they used to have the motherfucking Circus where they do the concert shit now. They used to be that KOA shit where the RVs used to park. I used to go there and shit. And the first time I seen what Prevo, first time I got on a Prevo was a black dude. It was a black dude from Utah. That nigga was a preacher. I know he was stealing money. That nigga had to be stealing money like a mug. He owned one of these mugs. And he let me go through that shit. And I was touring like, God damn, like, nigga, I got to get this kind of money. Like, that nigga had a Prevo. That's why I don't know why Floyd's buying all them fucking cars and planes. Nigga, you should have brought a Prevo, homie. That's what that nigga Chris Brown got. I see Chris Brown got one and shit, which is smart. Nigga, I'll buy one of them motherfuckers. I wouldn't buy a bunch of none of that shit. That's why I like Floyd a retarded motherfucker, man. He should have had me advise him on that shit. Nigga, fuck that goddamn jet shit. Go get you a Prevo, dip this motherfucker around the country. I wouldn't even need a driver, nigga. Fuck a driver. How do you, nigga? I would never be a rich nigga with a driver. Nigga, I'm driving my own shit. Are you fucking crazy? Like, hell no. Like, nigga, we dipping. I would love to be a passenger sometimes, but fuck all that shit. And he says we finally got to see Reg around white folks. Says, and his behavior was nothing like he been telling us. Says Reg ain't no rebel. Says he's a softie. Says we putting you in the in the massa yes boss bracket. Man, you'll never see that shit. You'll never see that shit. But I'm not an ignorant acting nigga anyway. But if a motherfucker get out of line, you're gonna see that shit. Yeah, I won't act ignorant to begin with. But like I said, you said the other side of me on some when I'm around ignorant people. And then Picasso says you would park in the trailer park. No, and then the place where they had this shit, them motherfucking lots. I don't know how much it is a night, but them fucking lots, nigga, be selling for like, them motherfuckers probably going for like $200,000 for a lot. And all the lot come with, I took that video down. All the lot come with is a parking area. Your bus go in that motherfucker. You may have like an outside grill area. Some people build and then you just go up in price. Some people build like a little house that may be inside, but it's like a 1-bedroom because you're gonna sleep in your bus. It may have like a 1 bed, a little kitchen and shit like that, but it's like not no real room. It's like smaller than a dorm room and shit. You can add like a dorm room size shit to it, but then you just got your bus there. They can sell that shit for like $200,000 to these cats, and then people can come in there and rent them and shit. And then Otto Boxer says I'm starting to question all your black military stories, man. Question them. Says code switching Reg, man, ain't no code switch. You hear me talking with my little minor ass kids who all over the place. And like you see, nigga, we the kangs in that motherfucker. We the only black people in that motherfucker. I'm the only black dude, and they the only kids. You don't even see a white kid at this shit. It wasn't a white kid in sight at that shit. They the only kids in there, and they black, and they were all over that shit. And then Otto Boxer says I want to show your behavior. It says in that video to Ben Israel. I'll show him. And then Picasso says if I had money, says I'll be traveling like I'm the president. Says that's a big if. Says people are evil out here. Man, shit, fuck these people, nigga. You got your bread, nigga. Fuck that. Now I had this bus, nigga. I'll be dipping, nigga. That shit'll stay on the road. Even when I be seeing some of them on the highway, I'll be like, man, I know them niggas living their fucking life. They be gone in that motherfucker, nigga. Like I be just call a bitch up. You want to roll? Now I'm about to drive all the way to New York or something. I drive to Massachusetts. Like you want to roll? Shit. It ain't got to go get a room. Take that bitch in the back. That bitch, man, you niggas be thinking they pull up in a Rolls Royce and all that shit. Get the bitch glaze. You pull up on a bitch and one of them motherfuckers. She may never even seen no shit like that. Oh, ghetto bitch. Then they come and pulling up in a school bus. Like, you dumb bitch. She get up in there, her eyes just pop. Oh my God. They done pick me up in a school bus. Girl, that motherfucker got money. And then in an auto box it says that was and is the only side of you. Says you've been acting tough. Says you've been acting tough on us for years. Says Mark Summers is going to roast you now. Roast me how? You shit. Fuck you talking about roast me shit. They would have kicked you black niggas out that shit. Security would have stopped you niggas at the gate. They seen me. Oh, let Reg in this motherfucker. Matter of fact, Reg, we're gonna put you in the company video and shit. You and the kids. But let me hit the damn lottery. I'm gonna show them that video. Like, man, yeah, y'all remember us? And then yeah, I'm here to buy one of these motherfuckers. On the box it says, I'm just playing with you. Says all fun. Man, you ain't gotta say that shit. I always know we cracking jokes, nigga. But like I said, we the only black people at that motherfucker. Only ones. And because everybody be on cars and shit. Nigga, I go to a truck show, all of that shit. Man, I lose my that's the kind of shit I like. Like, nigga like cars and shit. But more than cars, I like buses and trucks. Nigga, let me hit some shit. Nigga, I have a bus in the motherfucking driveway. And Picasso says, since I saw that's the only thing I can relate to, like with redneck people, is their tractor trailer shit. That's the one thing I be like. That's why I connect with people. I don't hate people like that, but me, that's the redneck side of me right there. Is trucks and buses. And man, that's man shit though. He says I saw an old white couple, says in the sky blue, says in the sky blue, says says white gut Rolls Royce, says I started daydreaming like a motherfucker. Yeah, I want some shit, but if I had that money, I'm getting the RV first. I don't give two fucks about that shit. And probably wouldn't drive them, so I wouldn't even need a car. I'll drop my kids off to school in that shit. He says, they was driving in the country. But the one thing that put me on that shit, on them RVs, was a nigga in our neighborhood. This nigga had got beat by the cops, and this nigga got all this money and shit. And he brought one of these motherfuckers. Man, that shit was so plush. I used to be just marveling over that shit, just because I like the sounds that like trucks and buses make. That old, when the air release, they go shh. Nigga, that shit's so dope to me. But that, and then the engines, that nigga be driving that big ass RV through the neighborhood. And this is back in like 90. He got beat around this time, like the Rodney King shit and all that's coming out. Because now they start realizing, yeah, the police beating people and niggas start getting settlements. I think old boy may have got like, he got a huge settlement. He might have got $1 million settlement or some shit. That nigga had 2 black Cadillacs. His wife had a Cadillac. He had a black Cadillac, a cold one. It might have been one of them. And this in the 90s when Cadillac was still on that luxury shit. He had like the DTS or the CTS was around, like the DTS, whatever, them big ass, nice luxury ass Cadillac. They had 2 of them motherfuckers plus that RV. And that nigga pulled up, nigga, that RV dipped down. They had the marble floors and that shit. That nigga got hooked on drugs so fucking bad. He smoked the RV up. That nigga lost all that shit. That nigga wife, his daughter moved. They left. They took whatever money he gave them and got on because that nigga started going crazy as fuck. That nigga smoked all that money up. But when I see it, and then a homie dad used to have an RV. When we went camping with them in the RV, man, the whole time just marvel over the RV. I just thought it was cool. Like, nigga, y'all own a fucking RV. Like, nigga, that shit is dope as fuck to me, homie. Like, you niggas got a fucking RV. That shit a house on fucking wheels. Nigga, that shit was so player to me and shit. But the other dude got beat by the cops. That nigga had a brand new plush ass super luxury bus at that time back in the 90s and shit. Smoked that shit up. That nigga was a biggest crackhead because he had money, and that nigga, I think he ended up fucking poor, homeless. That nigga lost that house. The RV fell into disrepair. I don't know what he did to that shit. He probably gave it to a drug dealer or some shit. Cadillacs fell apart. That nigga used to be a mechanic. Wasn't keeping them cars up. That nigga started looking bad. His daughter was gone. Like, man, that shit, man, you talking about seeing shit in life. That's why my mentality and the shit I speak on is different than a lot of motherfuckers, just from seeing the shit I've seen that has been the lesson for a nigga to avoid. That's why a nigga never got on drugs. Nigga never got on that alcohol shit. Nigga never got on the gang shit. Never, because the nigga learned from these watching shit. And then come from that Reagan era. Remember, because nigga come from that Reagan era when all the motherfucking. That's why I don't like Trump, because you seen that shit if you a kid growing up in the Reagan shit and paid attention to where you'd never seen this shit. Streets look cool, the community look cool, then out of nowhere, when they start, and then later find out when they start releasing all the crazy people out the motherfucking the insane asylums and shit. They just all throughout the neighborhood, people's families taking them in and shit. You got niggas who was housed and be like, damn, where this nigga come from? Ain't never seen this nigga a day of your life. This nigga walking, pacing back and forth, walking in circles, can't figure out what to do. Then some days they trip out on niggas. I had two niggas. I grew up with niggas on both left and right of me, nigga, brains fried in a motherfucker. And watch these niggas have episodes and trip. The one I didn't kind of rock to the head from my one neighbor, and then the other neighbor choke a nigga out, choke one of our friends out. We kids and shit. And then Picasso says diesel engines with turbos winding up is addictive. Says like you in space, like you're in a spaceship. I like that shit from the truck engines, man. That Jake brake shit, I like all that shit. Like that's why I gotta have one of them motherfuckers, man. I gotta have one of them mugs, a big ass RV or bus or some shit. Definitely gotta get that shit. But that's all I got. Enough of this window shopping, daydreaming shit. That's why we do that shit sometimes on the Friday shows. Go looking at shit, just seeing what shit is, man. Because I do appreciate and like the marvel over that shit, or seeing people that have that. I like people who have that shit and can maintain and keep that shit. Costa says, he says, I wear noise canceling headphones, says, and on my end, says, I hear the engine, says, but I'll be talking to someone, says, and they would ask, says, if I was at home. Yeah, no, them trucks is dope. I like them fucking trucks. But that's all I got, folks. I'm out of this mug. Enough of this nerding out shit over trucks and buses. But salute to the goddamn San Antonio Spurs, who will be this year's NBA Finals champions. And I got to kill this big ass mosquito that probably got the hantavirus. But that's all I got, folks. Catch you on the next one. If I'm sick, this mosquito done got my black ass. But I'm out of here. Peace. That nigga got the hantavirus in it.